Hello everyone and welcome to Jimmy Talks Jira. I already know what you're thinking. Didn't I already see an episode today? What's going on here? Back because of popular demand, we are going to go through another video version of the online community roundup. Strap yourselves in and let's take a look at some of those articles. Okay, let's dive in. So first up, if you've been following my YouTube channel, you know that I have been talking about Customer Love Month every single week. This is the aggregated post that has all of the articles and the discussions that have been happening over the past month. I highly recommend checking this out if you've missed it. There's some great content posted by community members, as well as a couple of announcements by the Confluence team. If you weren't aware, templates is the big one. Next up, this is just a friendly reminder that the Jira Automation Collection has now been renamed Atlassian Automation. The reason for this name change is that Atlassian has hinted that there's going to be more automation outside of just Jira. I have heard rumblings that Confluence automation might be coming soon. So all this is basically saying is that if you are following the Jira Automation Collection, you'll now see emails coming from Atlassian Automation. Next up, this is a big announcement that actually goes into effect today. If you are a Bitbucket Cloud customer who has been using basic authentication through Git over HTTPS or through the API, go read this article and figure out if this is going to affect you and what you need to do to resolve any issues that might come from this. Next up, if you haven't been in the Atlassian Speakers Bench, I highly recommend joining that group. They're now going to start doing monthly posts where the ACE leaders, so those are the Atlassian local community events leaders, will be posting what topics they are looking for people to speak on. If you are a public speaker yourself, or you're trying to come out of your shell and get into that space, check and see if there's a topic that you feel comfortable talking about, and reach out to the leader that's asking for that topic and see if you can get something going together. Next up, I love seeing walkthroughs, especially those that use the API. That's just me personally. This is a great two-part series on how to use Script Runner to get spaces by their space key using the Confluence server or data center APIs. I highly recommend checking it out. It's just a really fun guide that walks you through the entire process. Next up, speaking of fun, cool things, if you have not seen interesting ways to use Jira Work Management, this is an article to check out. Lawrence has shared everything that they did using Jira Work Management to track the progress of their baby being born. While you're in here, go into the comments and congratulate him on their new bundle of joy. This is a really fun, interesting use case. Next up, speaking of tracking things in Jira, this is just a great article by Dave about what metrics you should be tracking in Jira. Just sort of 7 key things that can help make decision making better for you. This was a really fun read for me. I recommend you check it out as well. Speaking of questions, Josh has done a very good write-up here on something that every single Atlassian administrator should be asking when a user comes to them wanting something, and that is why. It's not one of those things that is an easy question to ask sometimes, but sometimes it can help promote best practices when you just ask why someone is interested in something and why something else we already have isn't good enough. Go read this out. It's a good post. Next up, if you know Britt Joyner and all the work she does in Trello, you know that she does some amazing, cool things. She's also on YouTube, and this post is her talking about how to sync cards and checklist items using automation. She's also done a video version of it on her YouTube channel. This is a really good one if you love seeing how to solve interesting problems. The last article, I'm going to do a bit of a shameless self-promo here. Jira Heroes this week actually features my company and the use case that we had about showing how we were able to bring our product and our development teams together all within Jira, using a standardized process that's bringing better consistency and transparency to our release process. We're using a combination of 2 Jira projects and advanced roadmaps, and it's been going really, really well for us. We are doing some very interesting things. Check out the article. Feel free to ask me questions about anything that we're doing. Now, let's take a quick look at some of the discussions, because, I mean, those are also really good hot topics that we're looking at as well. First up, your top questions on the Jira Cloud for Mac app. So as you'll know, last month I talked about this, what could be a questionable article that was posted about a decision that was made to retire or sunset the Jira Cloud for Mac app. There's now a trending post with a lot of people's top questions about it, and there's been a lot of chatter on this post. If you have questions or comments, I recommend going here and adding your 2 cents to that. Next up in the Teamwork Lab, books to help improve the way you work. This has been trending. There's a lot of people adding stuff. This is a good one just to learn what you could be looking at, or maybe you have something to provide as well. Feel free to chime in. Next up, the most recent webinar by the Atlassian University. I know that this post is here because there have been questions out of that. If you missed the webinar, go check out the on-demand recording. And if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments here. I know the university team has been active in trying to respond to those comments. Next up, it wouldn't be a trending discussion without talking about Welcome Wednesday. A couple weeks ago, I had posted a show me your pets, and, we'll just show off my 2 wonderful dogs here. There's a few people who have shared their pets as well. If you love seeing pets, come check out some pets. If you have pets of your own to add, please come in and post your pets. We'd love to see them. Last up, Friday Fun. A couple weeks ago was about fictional worlds. And what fictional worlds would you like to visit? There has been a lot of chatter about things that people would or would not like to see. Feel free to come in and chime in. And that's our community roundup for February of 2022. I hope you've enjoyed this bonus video of going through a video version of the community roundup. Please give this video a like if you would like to see this happen again in the future. Consider subscribing to the channel for more content. And please leave a comment below if there's anything you would like me to cover in the future. Thanks for stopping by.